This is the fourth video on function transformation in this seminar. Just like the previous video, I want you to graph these functions that you see on your screen and then try to observe their relationship. And then also try to think about these questions. Now you can pause the video before we discuss. Okay, so let's discuss. Let's try graphing these two functions. F of x equals sine x, and then g of x equals sine 2x. What do you observe? So you notice that the graph actually repeats. For example, if we take the graph from 0, it goes up to 1, and then it goes down to -1, and then go back to 0. And then it repeats. So one cycle from here to here, that is equal to 6 point something. So a little bit more than 6 for one cycle. And in fact, that number here is 2 pi. So if we change the scale of the axis, of the x-axis, for example, to pi over 2, you will notice that one cycle for sine x is 2 pi. What about sine 2x? How many cycles from 0 to 2 pi? As you can see, there are 2 cycles. If you multiply the input by 2, what if we multiply the input by 3? Okay, so one cycle, and then 2 cycle, and then 3 cycles. So as you can see, the graph is shrinking horizontally, so it shrinks by a factor of 3. What about if we change this to 1/2? So let's h of x equals sine 1/2 x. Okay, what happens? So the one cycle for h is actually twice that of f. So one cycle is 4 pi. Okay, and if you change this to 3, notice that one cycle is equal to 6 pi. So what does that mean? It means that multiplying the inputs by a number greater than 1 will shrink the graph horizontally. Okay, so here, for example, the difference between 2x and x, f is a shrunk version of this function. Okay, so here they have the same name, but the inputs are multiplied by a number. Also, multiplying the number of the inputs by a number between 0 and 1 will stretch the graph horizontally. So just like the red graph here.